Recently, I was messing around on a private server on the map dev area. When I randomly zoomed out, I noticed a strange box that I have never noticed before, despite me having played on this map countless times. Intrigued by its out-of-the-way position, I gave myself Hellgate, and sure enough, I was able to teleport over. This sparked my interest, and so I began to look into what weapons/combinations would be able to clear the gap. As a disclaimer, if you are able to reach the box using a method that isn't mentioned in this video, feel free to write a comment about it, alongside a video link that proves it. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with Tanto, which requires some very specific angling on the tether in combination with its dash. Next up we have Airport Shoddy, though you have to be very precise with your shots. I recommend upgrading to Airport AA beforehand, since it makes the jump a lot easier. And it's also one of the few weapons which allows you to make it back from the box. Next up we have Punch, though you have to angle it slightly to not bounce off the wall. Next up we have Hopper and Gelidus, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Both manage the jump pretty easily, and both are able to make it back as well. Parasol has finally found its true calling, being probably the easiest weapon on this list to make the jump. You literally just jump and hold forward. Next up we have Train, though I have too much of a skill issue to do it myself, so here's a clip of my friend doing it. Obviously Warp would work, but that would require someone to be over there in the first place, which is extremely unlikely. Amble and Propane may be able to do it, but neither I or anyone else who have dared to do the challenge was able to make it across. Technical fighting technique is a bit of a unique case, since by itself it cannot manage the jump, but combining it with Cloud in a Bottle and some precise timing on your jumps allows you to just barely reach the box. Now, if you don't feel like doing these precise movement techniques, you could also just grab a friend who has any of the following weapons. Fish, comically large spoon, or specifically a level 9 judge hit, because level 8 doesn't do enough knockback, and level 10 kills you. Helium, though you will have to do it from further back to not overshoot the target. About that. Turns out, while I was finishing the script, a new Item Asylum update came out, with a bunch of new weapons, and to summarize them quickly, Boosting with TV and Psychic Attack are the only new weapons which can manage the jump. Of note is that I didn't test Perfect Run weapons, since I don't have access to them. Now for some fun bonus trivia, which is technically useless, but this video is already silly enough as is, so why not add on to it. Mihawk, Hale, and Beta Figure can all make the jump, and even successfully make their way back. Philly and Red Mist, on the other hand, cannot even reach the box in the first place. Unfortunately, none of the special zombie variants are able to make it across either. And with that, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you have found it informative, or at least entertaining, and I will be seeing you in the next video.